How to make anyone miss you. 7 powerful tips that always work. Hi, everyone. Robert Zink, miracle mentor and Alchemy life coach. Today, we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle, and we're always flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Thank you so much for subscribing, and remember to click the bell icon because we're here all the time with new videos and information to empower your life with the law of attraction. Hey, listen, sometimes we get into relationships and we get into situations where it doesn't feel like the other person misses us. It doesn't feel like they desire us. It doesn't feel like they're willing to put energy into the relationship. So these 7 tips I'm going to give you, they always work. And if you'll follow them, you're going to be very, very successful in your relationship. So you've heard me mention this before, so I'll be very brief about it. In your relationship, you are either perceived as a diamond, a beautiful jewel, rare, or a street rock, common. And it doesn't matter if it's a 30-year marriage or if you just started dating someone. It really doesn't matter. How you are treated and how you are perceived is up to you. Okay, so let's get into number 1. Focus on optimism, positivity. Never share how you feel if it's a negative feeling early on in a relationship. Now, of course, if you're in a committed relationship, there may be times to share your deep feelings. Or if you're in a deep love experience where you're both kind of just opening up and sharing your feelings, that's okay. But when you share all of your feelings, what you're doing is you're giving the other person ammunition. You're giving them weapons to manipulate you, to gaslight you, to ghost you. They learn what your weaknesses are. So rather than get into these serious discussions where you have to win an argument, be positive, be optimistic, and share a little bit less of your feelings. Rather, draw out their feelings. How do you feel about that? What does that make you feel? What do you think when you hear that? You see, the more you learn about their feelings and what they think, the more advantage you have in getting the relationship where you want it to be, a deep, interpersonal, committed relationship. Well, one of the things I hear all the time is people will say to me, especially some clients, sometimes they will say, I called him or I texted him 3 times today and I didn't hear back from him. And I go, okay, what was so important that you had to text him 3 times? Oh, I just wanted to see how he was doing. I asked him how he was doing, how his dog was doing, how his yard work was going. So it was that important that you text him 3 times. What you're really trying to do is you're really trying to fill in your loneliness, your worry, your doubt, your despair. And when you start operating from despair, when it comes to the law of attraction, you are manifesting 0. You're manifesting the opposite of what you desire. So I say use the mirror technique. And the mirror technique is rather simple. When she texts you, then you text back. But you always make her wait a little bit. Why? And this is not a game. This is energy. Because one, if she's waiting, her energy is building up. If he's waiting, his energy is building up. And so his energy becomes more intensified when you finally do return the text. How long should you wait? I don't think there's a hard, fast rule to that. Some people say an hour, some people say 3. I think it just depends. But it also sends a message that, look, that you're not a street rock, that you have a life, that you are doing things, going places, learning things, that you're not just sitting by your phone waiting for him or her to text you. You decide if you're valuable right now, if you're special, or if you're a street rock. I believe that number 3 on my list is absolutely essential. It's called the takeaway method. Give your partner something to miss by taking yourself away, by pulling back. When you're always there, when you jump to command, when you are answer the phone right away, yes, whatever you say, I'll be there right now. Okay, I'll drop everything. I'm going to drop it all. I had a lot of things going on, but I'm going to drop it all. I'll run over to your place. When you do that, you give the impression that you don't value yourself, that you're not important, that you put your partner or that special person up on a pedestal, and you've put yourself at the level of a street rock. Take it away. Can't do it right now. Can I take a rain check on that? Well, hey, how about tomorrow night? Can we get together tomorrow night? No, I got something going on tomorrow night. Well, what do you have going on? Take it away. Take it away. Oh, just some stuff with some friends. Do you see? I'm taking away the other person's control, and I'm focusing more on my control, my vibration, and my feeling. And I'm choosing to vibrate up here. I don't worry about being rejected. I don't worry about being turned down. I don't worry. Somebody said, well, what if he never calls again, Robert? Okay. So how is you chasing him, calling him every 5 minutes going to change things? It never has before with anyone else. Why would it with you? Well, he'll forget about me. Oh, you mean he's got the memory of what? A slug? He's got like a 2-second memory? Come on. He'll remember you. Trust me. He's not going to forget. As a matter of fact, his feelings will become more intense, or her feelings, as you use the takeaway method. Number 4 is, I think it's the toughest one for most people, but I don't know how to emphasize this. Can we put a big red flashing no on the screen? Maybe that'll do it. Learn to say no. It's okay to say no. Hey, that sounds fun. I'll take a rain check on it. Let's do it another time. I have plans. I can't change them. Oh, yeah, but this is so special. You got to change your plans. No. Hey, it's 10 o'clock at night. I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. No. You see what I'm saying? You gotta value yourself. If you don't value yourself, nobody else is going to value you. And that's the truth. Learn to say no. And this is important. Well, let's take this relationship to the next level. No, not yet. Let's see where it goes. Let's take it one day at a time. Got to say no. Got to learn to say no if you want to have some inner integrity. By the way, I just say this FYI, sex does not bond a relationship. Sex does not heal a broken relationship. Sex does not guarantee you a relationship. Oftentimes it does the opposite. There's something very special about saying no. No. Not yet. Well, I have feelings for you. Okay. What does that mean? Where does that go? Well, I just thought we could get closer. Yeah, we can. But I'm still saying no. Do you see what I'm saying? You are special. You're worth it. You're unique. And you deserve to be treated that way. Number 6 is a question that I like to ask, especially in a new relationship, but it can be in an old relationship or a broken relationship. And I love this question. So write it down. Are you ready? What does that mean? Hey, I really like you a lot. Oh, thank you. What does that mean? Well, it means I want to spend more time with you. Okay. How much time? You see, vague talk gets vague responses. And vague responses mean I've committed to nothing. I have a client whose wife says, I love you. I really still love you. They've been divorced for a few years. I really still love you. Okay. What does that mean to you? Because she's dating someone else right now. And she seems to be happy dating this other person. So when she tells her ex, I love you, I think the question he needs to ask is, what does that mean? If it doesn't mean what you desire it to mean, if it's vague and fishy, did I say that, Rachel? I did. And I'm a Pisces. If it's vague and fishy, then it's not an answer and it satisfies nothing. What does that mean? And number 7 is you have to learn to put yourself on a pedestal, detach, and walk away if necessary. They must know that either way, they run the risk of losing you. If there is no risk of loss, then I might as well bet the farm. I can say anything. I can do anything. There's no loss. I can ghost. I can gaslight. I can kick to the curb. I can treat you like a street rock. There's no fear of loss. You're worth more than that. And when you start to believe it and act upon it, the universe will match it. That's called the law of attraction. Here's some other videos to help you on your journey.